Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Laura Train Mama. Today I'm here with my helper and we are going to be doing something slightly different because it is Easter weekend. And we are going to be having a look at this make your own bunny train. It is train related, so we're going to go with it. So we have got the instructions here. Here they are, and we're going to follow them to make the train. So I think we need to start with the yellowy bits.
This is one.
Yeah.
We need A2 and B4.
I think if we lay it out, so that's A1, A2, A1, A2, they're like arrow shapes.
And we need B4.
So if we need to start with A2 and B4, A2
Okay.
is that one.
This
The
is
second one.
A2.
B4 is actually that one.
You do this, Mobby. I can.
Okay, so we have done A1, which is like the house pointed piece, into
Wait,
B4.
it says A2.
Yeah, A2 into B4, and then we're going to do the same thing
But
around the other
is
side.
that A2 or A1?
That was A2. Okay, so we're going to turn it around like that, and we're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to have a pointy bit, and we're going to have a flat bit. Okay, we had to pause the video there because I need more hands. So we have made something that almost resembles a house.
Yeah, but
which
it's
is this part.
Yeah, that's going to be the cab.
So we've done that. We now need A3, which is the long piece, which is left on there. Yep. And we need B2, which is that piece. There's only one piece that's sort of like that, which is that one. So that's B2, and then we're going to make this shape next. Okay, we have now completed that step. Now it looks like this, and so we need to attach this onto the housey looking bit. So I just need to pause it again because I'm not quite sure yet how it attaches. Bear with me. And B1 into B3. Then we're going to do the same on the other side. Okay, so we've got almost the train coming together. We've got one of the carriages now together. So we have done all of that. We've done that. So we're on this one now. So it looks like we need this pink strip here, C1, to put the train that we've got here and the carriage that we've got here.
It looks like a stationary engine now, but it does look like a steam train.
Yeah, so pause the video and I'll attach these as per the instructions. Okay, so we were on this step 7. Now hooked the train and the carriage into this C1 pink plastic.
Looks just the same.
Does, yeah. So step 8, as Helper has rightly pointed out, it's not really doing anything, but step 8 is just checking the look of it, which I think we're about there.
So let's skip step 8 and let's go on to step 9.
Okay, so what's on step 9, Helper?
This. And this is H1 and this must be H2.
Okay, so let's take it out of the foam. Has it got sticky tape on the other side?
No.
So I wonder where that is then. The bad news is that we can't find this double-sided adhesive tape, which it does say in the instructions, one double-sided sticky tape is definitely not in the packaging. However, I have found some frog tape, which is green, and I'm going to...
Yeah, because it will match the roof.
Yeah,
and
so...
then we won't even notice it's there.
Exactly, so I'm just going to use that now and we'll see how we get on. Okay, so we've now used this frog tape to create that. So I'm probably going to use a little bit more frog tape just to secure it onto here.
Yeah. Eventually it will look like this.
Correct.
But now it looks like this.
Yeah. Okay, so the roof is now on. Using a little bit more frog tape just underneath the ridgy bits. Once it's laid down like that, you can't really see it. So go on to this one next. Okay, so I did just have a slight problem there. So we're going to use these straws to poke through these holes so that we can attach wheels to either side, as you can see here. But one of my foam pieces on the opposite side had the hole like up at the top. So I had to just like carefully remove the square on the other side and then rotate it around until the hole was where I need it to be on the opposite side. But obviously I've had to deconstruct all the roofy bit to get the side panel off. So yeah, I'm just now trying to carefully readjust with the frog tape back to where we were so that I can now make wheels. So I can now feed the straw through both sides. It was this side that was the problem. It was like the circle part was up at the top, so I couldn't feed it all the way through. But now it goes through. I can get those wheels done. Lovely. So I guess you don't need to do this bit, but I've chosen to do this bit. I'm using a pen just to like mark it so that I can slide this out, cut the straw to the right size, and I guess I might make the back ones. As you can see, the back wheels are going to go there.
To be the axle?
Yeah, axle, yes. I'm going to make it the same size for the back as well. So I've used a pen to mark off how long I want it to be.
Is it train and tender?
Yes, it is like a train and a tender, I guess. I'm going to carry the bunny. That's the cargo.
That's the locomotive and that's the tender?
Yes. Okay, so I've broadly made all of these straw pieces the same size so that they all look equal on the train and the tender. So my helper has very rightly pointed out I only had 3 straws in my hand. I needed to use this extra straw to cut a third axle. Is that what we're calling it? A third axle. However, I have noticed that the very front one probably needs snipping down just ever so slightly because that one is narrower, of course. So I'm going to probably look at that next. So my wheels are now on. I do still need to sort of figure out that first wheel, but there they are. They're kind of there. We do still have the dilemma that we don't have the double-sided sticky tape, so I'm again using my frog tape. I've just made it into a little circle so it's sticky all the sides around, and I'm going to cut it down because these green wheel bits are going on the front. So I'm going to stick the sticky frog tape to that and stick them all together, if that makes sense, so that the wheels, the pink wheel and the green part of the wheel all stick together, and then hopefully they won't slide off the straw. So I'm going to do that next. So I'm finding this is actually easier if you just pop the train on its side so that I can just do these one at a time, and then I'll flip it over and do the other side. Okay, so I am finding that having done the wheels on this side and lifting it up, the wheels were pinging off, so I'm actually having to poke the straw into the foam quite firmly so that the wheels actually stay on. I might have to add more glue. I feel like these need super glue or something. They need some kind of firmer glue on the wheels to keep them on, but we'll see how we get on. Let's try and get those green parts on the other side of the wheels now. So it kind of works, but I am having to pinch quite hard, like the bits of foam together, just to get the wheels to stay on. Okay, so I have just finished step 14. We're now here. We're nearly done. This final step is just using some stickers and bits to just do the finishing touches.
Like 8, it's the same as 15. You're just looking at it.
But my helper has rightly pointed out that I have done this bit slightly wrong in that the wheels shouldn't be here. They should be here. But I'm not going to worry too much. It just means that rather than here, they should have been there. Does that make sense? But it still kind of works.
I think it's better here because we're going to put side rods on.
Yeah, so helper has asked if we could use the leftover straw to like make some side rods, which I think is a really good idea.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll look at that now. Figure out how we're going to do that, and then we'll finish it with some stickers.
Okay, so maybe we'll cut it in little pieces like this. So we need to make it about this long on both ones. So and we need to stick it on them.
Okay.
So when the wheels turn, the rods move.
Okay. Okay, so we've attached the side rods, but it has presented a bit of a problem in that the wheels don't move anymore. Whereas at the back, if you roll it, they do actually move. You can see, like, they are actually moving round and round. So.
What I want to say, oh no, these are just popped off.
So might need a plan B on the old side rods, but the last finishing touch is stickers. So we're going to do that now because we're almost running out of time. So we are going to be popping out after this. So we need the bunny in the back. He's the passenger.
Hello.
We've got lots of like shiny eggs over here as well. Okay, everybody, I think we are done. So we set out to create this make your own bunny train. So that was on the packet, and this is what we ended up with. Da, 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 da. So does need securing slightly. The roof does need sticking on a little bit more, and the carriage has just come apart slightly, but I would say overall it looks pretty good. Did you enjoy watching at home? Let us know.
I even like it, even if it is a bit falling apart.
Yeah, I would say with some little bit of TLC, tender loving care, we can get this looking perfect. So hope you enjoyed watching with us today. I hope you're having a great Easter weekend. What are you up to? Let us know, and have a great day.